go. We bout that business, Boy, we bout that business. It get real up in that field, but got built bout that business. That business. Boy, we bout that business. This all hustle, this ain't luck, lady buck. About that business. We bout that business. We trending on retreat. We bout that business. All we know is win, ain't no defeat. We bout that business. Competition can't compete. We bout that business. I'm number one, I feel it in my cleats. Hey, we got facts, we got stats. Not to mention trending topics. You the champ? No, that's cap. Drilling, killing all the guys. Please don't try that, boy. You know we hotter, boy. Making all kind of noise. We on fire. What you know about them Ohio boys? We bout that business. Boy, we bout that business. It get real up in that field, but got built bout that business. That business. Boy, we bout that business. This all hustle, this ain't luck, lady buck. About that business. We bout that business. We trending on retreat. We bout that business. All we know is win, ain't no defeat. We bout that business. Competition can't compete. We bout that business. I'm number one, I feel it in my cleats.
Yeah, we back. Oh, I see you. We about that business, the most profound interactive sportscast
in
the country right now. And think about this. We have Blue Nitty, Rough Buck.
What's up?
Super producer, Lady Buck. And of course, you have Ohio playaholic Buckeye Bill in the house. We ready to get busy tonight? We got some great topics. We're gonna put a kibosh on this New York Knicks escapades that it's been going around. It's just too much for me.
Hold on.
I get it. Wait, let me finish. When you wait for these many years, you should celebrate for the same amount of years. So celebrate this for the next 30 years, and I'm gonna be happy about it. So with that being said, before anything else happens, I just want to say Jalen Bronson came out like a star. Not only did he take a pay cut, he came out with a championship, an NBA championship. Let me give you some of the things that he's done. He won the NBA championship, of course.
Yes.
The Bill Russell NBA Finals MVP. He's won best male athlete and best NBA player and best championship performer. Not only did he do that, he won that small little thing that they do in the middle of the season, the NBA Cup Championship.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think he was the MVP for that.
He was.
I don't know how he was only second all team NBA second team. I don't know how that worked. Of course, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. He got the best athlete men's sports. I'm talking about Messi and everybody else is out there.
Yeah.
And he got best athlete. That's deep. Best NBA player, of course, championship performance, and best team, of course, the New York Knicks. What say you?
Man,
I'm checking you, man, right now. I'm checking you.
Okay. So, hey, you ain't got to check me because everything you saying is true. But what you left off was he won college 2 times, college champion 2 times. Then he won in high school. He has won on all levels of the game. So you cannot let this man, even when he played for Dallas, he had Luka right there. He had Luka right there. When Luka went out, he stepped his game up and made himself marketable. I mean, when he got to the Knicks, and I swear, I think that's the best trade in NBA history when he left from Dallas to the Knicks. That's the best trade in NBA history.
He was a role player, bro. They traded for a role player.
Hey, he was a role player until he was not a role player. Let that catch your ear. He was a role player until he was not a role player, and he stepped into the player. That man's been for the Knicks for 3 years. Every year he's improved. I mean, you cannot get a better player that's going to elevate his game higher than he has. And he had his dad right there with him. You know what I'm saying? He had his dad right there with him to coach him along and get the championship under his belt. That man said he's not going to be denied.
Question.
Hey, Blue Knee, how you doing, man?
Does he walk into the Hall of Fame off of these accolades? Does he walk in the first ballot Hall of Famer? Is he a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Yeah.
First, no. Rabat said he's a first ballot Hall of Fame. I'm talking about once he gets out of the league 5 years, he goes into the Hall of Fame. Am I correct what you said?
Yes.
Blue Nitty, please stop him.
No.
Please stop him.
You can't stop him.
Nope. And I'm gonna tell you why. He cannot be a Hall of Famer. He hasn't did enough. I mean, although he had the wonderful season, the dream season that he had, he hasn't had enough. He hasn't did enough. I mean, he has to do more. I mean, quick question: has anybody ever won one championship and then went straight into the Hall of Fame?
There's people that have not even won a championship. Charles Barkley never won a championship. He went into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. But guess what? Listen. Now, Charles Barkley is my guy. I love Charles Barkley to death. I follow his pattern, his game. Charles Barkley came in the league and he had to lose some weight first. After he lost that weight, he dominated. I mean, you got to look at, he was under Moses Malone, Dr. J, what's old boy's name? Maurice Cheeks, and all players like that. Jalen Brunson came in balling before Cat got there and had to build around him like how Jordan. They made ways where they built around him. Now, getting back what you're talking about as far as a first ballot Hall of Famer, I really do believe he can be, and he will be. All based off his accolades.
One season. I'm asking you off of this one season. If he don't do nothing else off of this one season, does he walk into the Hall of Fame? I don't care if he's a first ballot, second ballot. Does he walk into the Hall of Fame? Is it just because he won the Knicks a championship in over 40 years, 50 years, however it was?
No.
Or is it because of his play?
His play. It's play. It's because, like I said, his accolades lead up to this. He's got himself to where he was in position. Only thing he could do is just win the championship, and he sealed the deal. How many MVPs can you win?
You can win as many as you can.
Okay, so but what I'm saying is,
what are you talking about?
Every level he played in, he got the MVP. High school, college, twice. He didn't get nothing in Dallas when he got drafted. Second round, might I add. Now he got, they traded him to the Knicks. He has been playing top-notch basketball, the leading scorer of the Knicks. You're not coming to the Knicks without saying, hey, he's the king of New York. He's up there with Patrick Ewing. Patrick Ewing never won a championship, but he's in there. See what I'm saying? So
I asked you a question.
yes, and to answer your question, yes,
After he retires,
yes,
just off of what he's done right now, I ain't
yes.
talking about what happens in the future.
If he breaks his ankle this
Does he
season,
walk into the Hall of Fame after his retirement 5 years from the
yes,
time he retired?
yes. Let me tell you why. He broke the 26-year curse. 26-year curse.
It was 26 years, 72. How long ago was 72?
73.
72, 73.
23 years. 23-year curse.
Okay. Patrick Ewing didn't do nothing. All he did was put a stopgap in anything.
Okay,
So
but guess what?
you can't equate what he's done with Patrick Ewing's getting them into position.
You can say what you want to say. I'm letting you know right now. You asked my opinion, and I'm telling you what I say. And I'm backing
What
it
is
up
your
by saying,
opinion, though?
huh?
What is your opinion?
My opinion is, and for a fact, he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. He could break his ankle
First ballot
tomorrow.
is what I asked you. You say he will be there. I'm not saying he wouldn't be there.
No.
I'm saying he's not a first ballot
Yes,
at this time in his career. He's not a first ballot.
He will be
No.
a first ballot. He will be a first ballot.
Not at this time, though. Not at this time. The question was, is he a first ballot
And I said yes.
off of what happened this year?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Good looking out. Um, so I would say that um, some of the other people who has won it. What's his name from Dallas? He wasn't a second. He wasn't a first time walking um, um, ballot. Going into the Hall of Fame, and he won one
Who are you talking about?
for Dallas. What's his name?
Who?
Not Luca. The dude before Luca.
Okay, so you look at Dirk Nowitzki.
Dirk. That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
He didn't walk into the Hall of Fame. He won a championship for Dallas. Dallas ain't never won a championship.
Well, guess
He
what?
didn't walk into.
Dirk Nowitzki came from Germany.
So what?
He didn't have a chance to prove himself in the United States. So we don't know nothing about him.
Oh, that's a bad take. That's just such a bad take.
Okay.
All right.
Because him walking into the league, he was bad. Bronson wasn't bad walking in the league. Him coming from Europe, he had already accolades come from Europe. He came here to Dallas and he turned that whole franchise around.
And so did not Brunson change the whole team around?
But my point is, how long it took him?
About 3 years.
Okay. Now,
For the Knicks.
what I'm saying is, I'm not saying he's not a bad player. I'm not saying he's garbage. You never heard me say that.
No.
I am going to tell you it. He is the ultimate. And I'm telling you, I'll give him kudos to everything that I love. The ultimate role player. He is the best role. He's over Scottie Pippen. He's over some of the role players out there that played their role in a championship.
Well, I'm gonna stop you right there. Scottie Pippen was a different breed back then. Yes, Jalen Brunson, he's offensively a scorer. You don't see too many accolades on him being a defensive player. He may stop a few players here and there, but he is not the ultimate defensive player. You see what I'm saying? So
Got to play both ways.
he can play. Hey,
he played both ways.
He played both ways. But let me tell you something. But Scottie Pippen, that's a different category. That's a different category.
How do you put him in a different category?
Because it's a different era. I mean, think about this.
Okay, we're doing eras now.
No.
We ain't talking about talent. We ain't talking about talent. We talking about eras now.
Well, no, we talking about talent. He's got the talent, and so does Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen had the more advantage over him than anything else. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Jalen Brunson was the point guard who facilitated. He was a floor general. Scottie Pippen was Michael Jordan's backup. So that's like saying Cat.
He wasn't no backup. He was just a wing. When Michael Jordan couldn't get a point, Scottie Pippen did. When Michael Jordan couldn't get a stop, Pippen did. Come on, bro.
When I'm saying a backup, what I'm saying to you is that he backed up Jordan. I'm not saying he
backed up Jordan.
Yeah.
He was Jordan. He was on the same plane as Michael Jordan. Jordan was just the figurehead.
The focal point was Jordan, right? Then after that came Scottie Pippen. That's what I'm saying. He backed him up. Not saying he backed him up as far as saying he's his replacement. I'm saying they're a Batman and Robin out there on the basketball court. Just like Cat and Jalen Brunson, or you may put Hart in there. That's what I'm saying. They played their roles. Blue Nitty, go ahead and say what you gotta say, Blue Nitty. I see you chomping the bits and get up in there and say something. Let's go.
What I can say is, at the end of the day, the biggest question was he walk-in Hall of Fame?
We established that. I said
was he a walk-in Hall of Famer after what he did this year? Now I looked at all the accolades that he got. I mean, I'm thinking that LeBron didn't get none of all this right here.
Right.
In any of his years, whether he got all of it, he got some of it, he didn't get all of it. He literally got close to 12 accolades.
Yes. And I told you.
Is that because of the time? And because there's LeBron's going down, Luka's not doing his job. Jokic's not doing his job. Giannis ain't doing his job. There's nobody else to give the honors to, or is he really good?
They can go both ways. They can go both ways. Yes, he took advantage of people being hurt, but he deserved everything he got.
Okay. Excuse me for interrupting.
Go ahead.
But I got a question for you aside from this conversation. Rubbuck, did you see the question that Tam Talise said to you? How does she get one of them hats? She liked that hat.
Okay. We gonna send that to her. She's gonna get that hat.
We will send out some of our gear to our viewers and things of that nature. Thank you for just joining in and being a part of it. But back to the subject. The subject is, and Blue Nitty, I haven't heard from you.
Okay.
What do you actually believe and what do you know? And if you don't know anything, don't say anything.
Anyway, check this out. Jalen Brunson, to me, my opinion, Jalen Brunson is an excellent player. But he is not did enough
We gotta let him go.
Yeah.
Listen,
Hall
listen.
of Fame.
He's breaking up. He's breaking up.
You know,
I can say this. I can say this.
He did his thing.
I believe that he believes. No, Nitty, stop.
And yeah,
Nitty,
it
stop.
took him.
Yeah, Nitty, you need to stop because here's what I think Nitty is trying to say.
2 years.
Well,
Can you help me?
I see where he's going. I see where he's going with this. I see what he's saying, you know, but you got to look at all the accolades that man has gotten since he's been with the Knicks to turn that team around. Like I told you earlier, that is the wisest draft pick, or not draft pick, but free agency pick in a long time, and it worked out for him. How many people have you known got a free agency pick and came in there and made a big impact like he did?
LeBron James, which goes back to where I'm getting ready to tell you.
No,
LeBron James watch.
LeBron James
watch. Where is LeBron James going? Which team is LeBron James going? Is he going to Warriors? Is he going to Minnesota? Is he going to the Heat? Is he going to Philly? Or is he going back to Cleveland?
I think, you know, to me, now you guys brought up a good point the other day. He may go to Philly, and then he'll sign a one-day contract with Cleveland and say, hey, I'm going to retire here in Cleveland. And I see that. I know Nitty said it, and as I thought about it, I said, that is a smart move. Because you think about it, he's got Tyrese Maxey, and he's got Jaylen Brown. You add LeBron James to the mix, and let's just say they mess around and get a healthy Embiid, it's over with. It's going to be over with.
Yeah, I agree. And like, I mean, it's the only, to me, it's the only logical place for him to go to, you know, to have a good hold on, like, to go to the championship will be out of the East. Now, Cleveland, no. You know, like I said, he'll go back for a one-day contract, you know what I mean, and retire. But in Miami, I got a question. Did he leave on good terms? Was him and Pat Riley on good terms? That's what I wanted to know.
Pat Riley said, I got a plane waiting for you, son. He's willing to bow down for the championship. He's willing to bow down to King James for this championship. He said he has a plane waiting. Y'all just pulled up today. He said, I got one more plane. I got one more plane to send. So not only he did that, but Steve Kerr said, "Oh no, we got him. We about that business. We got. They're all. This is why it's important to understand why LeBron James, excuse my language, is the GOAT and Michael Jordan isn't. Because he went to the Washington Wizards.
Okay.
And he went away. LeBron James has an impact. If he goes to any team, he'll have an impact on that team. When Michael Jordan left Chicago and went to the Wizards, what happened? Nothing. Nada. He played golf. He went down there to play golf. That's all he did. LeBron James is a different breed of individual. And whatever team he goes to, and again, I had already told Nitty, and he's just taking over what I just said. Philly is the best spot for him. Okay, as far as winning the championship,
But
the Warriors are still they a year away from winning the championship. Miami Heat went year away from winning the championship. Cleveland has James Harden 2 years away from winning the championship.
who?
Minnesota,
You said who?
oh,
James
Cleveland,
Harden?
they got James Harden. They got to get rid of him in order to win
Okay.
a championship. You ain't gonna
Okay.
win no championship with James Harden. Be quiet. So my point is, the only other people you could tutor, he'd be tutoring if he went to Minnesota. Okay, he'd be showing Ant-Man how to become a leader and a champion. But if he goes to Philly,
Is Minnesota
I don't
even
think
in the
so.
running?
no, I mean, he likes Ant. I just don't think he wants to live in Minnesota. You see
Who
what I'm
does?
saying?
Who does?
Nobody.
Kevin Garnett left.
Oh, nobody
No.
wants to live in Louisiana, but you do it.
It's
So the
the
point is, yeah, those that, like I said, the only option is going to mentor the up and coming face of the league or playing. What is this?
was what?
So I heard some feedback.
Yeah, I hear some feedback too. I'm not for sure where it's coming from, but anyway, man. Hey, Blue Nitty,
I can do it.
where do you think he's gonna go, Blue Nitty? Because this guy right here is talking out of his neck.
Turn it off. Turn it off. Whatever it is, turn it off. Now go.
Okay, I'm back.
All right, go with it.
Now, I just was curious because you brought that Minnesota. That was out of left field.
Why?
I mean, yeah, I haven't heard of him. Any making no noise trying to get him.
Oh, man,
Not saying it
that's
couldn't.
the five, man. That's the five. That's the
Okay.
five teams.
Oh, okay.
That's the
I
five
just said,
teams that Paul said, who is looking at him diligently. Now everybody else in the rest of the league is putting in their little 2 cents. But the five teams that are literally asking for LeBron, Minnesota, Philly, Cleveland, Warriors, Miami. That's it. That's it. Those are the ones, like I said, the only reason why he would go to Minnesota is to continue the legacy with Ant-Man. Ant-Man is going to be the lead. I know Wemby is a great player and this and another. Ant-Man is getting ready to be the lead. Once he learns how to be the lead. Wemby's gonna be that freak. He's gonna be phenomenal. But Ant-Man is gonna be the face of the NBA. And that would be the only intriguing thing that I would see LeBron wanting to do is go and teach him how to be that. Other than that,
So let me ask you a question. Since you say that, you could throw in Jalen Brunson is the face of the league.
no, he's not.
But why not?
He won a championship with the New York Knicks. He's not the face of the league.
Did Ant
He's
win anything?
not. He's just not.
Did Ant win anything?
That's not the point.
That's the point.
That's not even close to the point.
What has he won?
That's not the point of
What has he won? What has Ant
longevity.
done?
Have you remember Martin Luther King? Longevity. Stop
And
it.
he also said,
This guy, listen, this is a one-hit wonder.
what is that? So, in other words,
One-hit wonder with the New York Knicks.
What has Ant
They
done?
will win another championship for the next 40 years.
And
And it's okay.
Has
It's
Ant
okay.
what is Ant won?
No, it isn't what he has won, it's what he's going to win.
You can't go off of that.
No, the same thing you couldn't say that about Jalen Brownson leaving Dallas.
But guess what? He's won.
Okay, but now he's late. How old is Jalen Brownson compared to Ant Man?
I think they're about the
He
same age.
got 5-10 years on him. Okay, so no, he can't be the face of the league because he's the face of the New York Knicks. And
Okay. Hold on. Since we brought Ant to the equation, I'm gonna spin this a little bit. I'm gonna start with you, Buckeye Bill. Do you think Ant-Man is gonna finish his tenure or finish his playing days and end his playing years with Minnesota?
of course not. If he doesn't get LeBron James or entrepreneur Giannis or something like that, that's beside him. Because I'm telling you, Ball is not the one. He will be coming to the Atlanta Hawks, his home base. He will force his way out of Minnesota and come back to Atlanta. So I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about the fact that them ruining him while he's in Minnesota. I'm worried about that portion. You know, he's gonna give him because his contract is over with after this year. They have to renegotiate his contract.
They're gonna throw money his way. He's gonna stay.
Yeah, no. Listen, they gonna throw money and he gonna stay, but he gonna still ask for once he gets the money. Nope, out. Somebody come get me.
That money he got to stay.
That's how it works. Listen, the Players Association didn't like what Wemby did and didn't like what Bronson did. Take a short. We ain't Brady. You know what I'm saying? This is the NBA. You get just a small window to make your money.
So you saying they didn't like what Brunson did?
They ain't like what Brunson did. They don't like what I'm talking about. The Players Association, not the organization, not the owners who make billions of dollars. They care. They like, yay! He gave me money back. Yeah, they're clapping. I'm talking about the Players Union is not happy with that. You don't get money back. You've been that people been fighting for years since the 50s to get money, and then you gonna give money back on a salary cap that they made up.
What it's showing
they need to figure out what the salary cap is. You don't have to figure out what their problem is. You get the money and let them figure out how to win and figure out how the money works to make you win. You don't have to do that. That's like me taking a salary to keep y'all on this show. I don't know.
Buckeye Bill. Hold on.
I'm glad you said that. So was it a problem when Tom Brady did it?
That's what I said. That's a problem. That was a problem with the NFL. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. It dictated how people got paid in the future. So yes, it was a problem. But in the NBA, where there's only 16 people on a team, the NFL has 53 people on a team. The amount of money that is dispersed in the NFL is different than the amount of money that's dispersed in the NBA. So no.
I have a problem with that. Of your take on this. If you know you're worth more than your money's worth, but yet you sacrifice your pay to bring other people aboard to say, hey, we could use you as a role player and get us a championship. Look how it paid out.
Because here's the problem with you. If I sacrifice this money, you won't get money in the future. See, because once I sacrifice that my contract, they're going to ask you to take less. And the players union is not willing to let that happen to their players.
Well, see,
because listen, I just said I gave you back $50 million, right?
Okay.
The players that I have to sign have to divvy that $50 million up. That means they have to take less. They have to take less. So no, it doesn't work. It doesn't work in the long run. It might work in the short run for a championship, and he won his championship.
Yeah, and
Wemby wants to win this championship, but in the long run, for the players, we're talking about the players. We ain't talking about the individual. The individual who's getting ready to get a $300 million, $400 million contract eventually. They might get theirs, but what about the guys? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
they minimize their contracts because they're expendable. No.
Okay. Slow down.
Slow down to where?
Hold on.
Where you at? You in the fast lane or the slow lane? Where we at? You in the middle lane or what? What are you doing?
I'm trying to get over into the fast lane, but you won't let me. Anyway, check this out. We have went way past my question, but I want to hear from Rough Buck what he think about, is Ant-Man going to stay in Minnesota?
No.
Why not?
Because he's getting tired of losing every year. He wants to be a competitor while he's in his youth. You know.
So where you think he's gonna go?
I agree with Buckeye Bill. He'll go to Atlanta.
I don't know. I think Buckeye Bill got a hidden source or something. Yeah, I don't know. I think he's been hearing that Atlanta chatter or something. Buckeye Bill, are you holding back from us?
It makes sense, though. It makes sense.
He went to Georgia, son.
I told you it makes sense.
He's from Atlanta, son.
Hey, man.
Come on, bruh.
Calm yourself down, man. You apparently not listening to what I just said.
I'm talking to Blue Nitty. I ain't talking to you. You just talking.
Oh, well, okay. And that makes sense.
So say it. Say what you said. I mean, listen, I'm about your business. What's your business?
Now, who's that for?
You.
I'm saying he's going to go to Atlanta. Like you said, I agree with you on that. What better to play at home in your hometown where you grew up at and play college basketball at, and just to finish your career in Atlanta? Hey, I'm just saying, it's the same thing with LeBron James.
Man, Atlanta would trade their whole roster to get in, man. Their whole roster. Johnson, every last one of them. They'll trade the whole lot of them.
And I believe it. And I believe it.
It's the truth.
I know.
I listen to their radio station every day.
And that's your problem.
Every time. They be like, look here. Get rid of all of them. Go get in. So I know, like he was saying, Blue Nitty was saying, I know some inside trader. No, I don't. I'm just listening to the radio station right now.
Right.
And I don't know what happened.
Me neither.
It took us off.
Okay, here we go.
There you go. Uh, but with that being said, I just know for a fact that the that would be his professional move to do. You know what I'm saying? Because who wants to be in Minnesota in the wintertime, 0 degrees or
Losing.
below?
I
Who
believe
wants that?
Losing.
Who wants that in their lives? Playing basketball, trying to make it to the arena.
I've
That's
been up there.
crazy. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. So
It just,
yeah, and if he doesn't do that, the Lakers would trade Luka Doncic for him.
You think
I
Trust
so?
me.
don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that.
Without a doubt.
No.
Without a doubt. Luka, you think the Lakers would not trade for Ant Man? Send Luka Doncic to Minnesota for Ant Man?
No.
They do it in a heartbeat.
No.
They do
And
it
that's
in a
your
heartbeat.
squad. And that's
That's
your
why I
squad.
want him.
They wouldn't do it.
Nope.
Man, I get rid of Luka Doncic, man, have Ant Man off the rip. Off the rip. I'll be like, man, boy, take him and Reeves. Bye.
Hey.
Oh man, yeah.
Hey, speaking of bye, what do you think about Caitlin Clark and her antics?
Bye.
Okay, so now did you hear the latest? The latest, with my girl Chelsea that plays for the Chelsea Gray, that plays for the Las Vegas Aces. They met up on the 12th of July, and it was not pretty. They gave Caitlin Clark a little, whatever they want to call it, right? Since then, Chelsea Gray has gotten threats. And guess where the threats came from? A guy up out of Des Moines, Iowa, who works for the Hilton Gardens Vacation Club. Las Vegas team spoke up and said, hey, we got to get this man fired because he's not going to throw threats out there like that. So they got rid of the guy. They fired him.
They did the right thing.
Yes. But
They
now,
did the right thing.
yes. But let me ask you a question. Do you think those kind of threats deserve felony charges?
Well, it kind of it literally this happens daily.
Right.
So, I mean, it happens in your day-to-day life. It happens in my day-to-day life. Blue Nitty, Holla, you live in Indiana, So I get it online. You're gonna get some backlash, through your feeds and this, that, and other. Do you pay attention to it? Because until you walk up on me, I don't know you.
That's it off your
You know what I'm
shoulders.
saying?
I get that.
And I'm not going. What I would say to her is, don't waste your energy on somebody else's energy.
No.
Let them listen. Now, if he's listen, I get it. There's people will act upon. There's a lot of people that won't. There's a lot of people that chatter on this Facebook thingy and all this social
Right.
media. They some bad dudes. Okay? On this, when you see them on the street, they be like, oh, hey. So there's a lot, you got to take it in perspective and understand where you are. Do the WNBA and NBA give you the security to make sure that when you leave these different places, Utahs and Indianas and all that, that they give you the proper security to get you in and out of the arena. That's the most important thing. Then are you paying attention to re-educating these people on the why? That's really not a good idea to do because
Well,
this is sports. This ain't life. This ain't you going to Dollar General and not getting Snickers.
well, you know what?
Now you mad about Snickers. So my point is, you got to understand, if until they decide to sit Caitlin Clark down and tell her you need to change the narrative, it's going to continue in this direction. It's up to Caitlin Clark to change the narrative.
Well,
She's the one who's making it messy.
well,
She's the
guess
one
what?
who's making it completely messy.
They even went on the record to say that people are giving their tickets away when it comes to Indiana Fever. They're giving their tickets away because they don't want to put up with that mess, and they've been having altercations in the stands.
Every time she plays, she's blowing up. Now I
Yeah,
get it. Mary Bird used to blow up. Michael Jordan used to every, all great players think that they fouled, but she's over the top, bro.
yeah. I was gonna say she's spiraling
She's
out of
over the
control,
top,
man.
bro. You know what I'm saying? I want them to protect her just like they protect the rest of the players. Becker, you don't see Becker losing her mind when she
Yeah,
gets fouled. She does. She been playing against sisters all her life.
right.
Okay, Caitlin Clark ain't never played with a sister. All the girls that she played with let her shoot the ball. They didn't play defense on her, so she got skillful
Hey, but guess
on
what though?
shooting the three.
I think
But
listen.
but Becker, she been playing, and that's why you see her play hard in the paint. You see her play hard outside. You see her do all the things that it takes a basketball player should do. Caitlin Clark has one skill and one skill only, and
You know
that's to
what?
shoot the three.
And guess what? And she's the first player to reach 350 turnovers.
Oh,
Now
of course.
imagine that.
But you got to understand though, they are defending her properly.
Well,
And because listen, one of the things that she doesn't know how to do is go left, and they take
no,
it away from her. They take it away from her all the time. And every time that she does a move, every time she does a move, she flails. She thinks that flopping is going to get her to where she need to be. But guess
yep.
what happens when you flop? You hit the ground, and
That's it. You're gonna hurt
you hit
yourself.
the ground pretty hard. So that's a toll that's going to come up on her body along the way.
But
You
see,
stay upright, you don't get hurt as much.
but listen, how in the world do you get a leg contusion off of no?
When you kick them in the leg, if you see the knee, her knee went into her leg, and she fell down like she got shot. That's ridiculous. I'm like, what? What happened? And when they slowed it down, and she pushed her,
Yeah,
and her knee went up. She pushed her first, and her knee went up and hit the other young lady's leg.
yep.
She went straight up. She fell down, and she rolled around like, who shot Johnny? I was
Hey,
like, well, what happened?
hey,
You know,
but you know,
I was really intrigued by the fact that her coach defended her.
well, she has no choice but to defend her. She ain't gonna talk against her.
You didn't see it. You didn't see it. I ain't talking about during the game. You're supposed to defend her during the game. But
Right.
once you see the footage, There's no excuse for you to defend her. I think she made a bad choice and whatever. You supposed to be
So,
right.
so it goes back to UConn where they said they ripped her jersey, and we look back at it and still defended it, saying we can't get the call. Right?
That's the same thing.
Okay. We agree
So,
upon that.
so I mean, I get it. I understand that she's the bell cow. At least that's what they call her. But she's averaging 9 points a game, 24% shooting 3 points.
Well,
Don't play no defense. Um, Nothing. How can you justify her going to the WNBA? Um, um, Not the playoffs, but their little thing in the middle of the season,
the All-Star.
All-Star Day. If you
Yeah.
haven't done anything, you
No.
got all these other players who have been playing their hearts out, and you're always hurt. First of all, second of all, you're not averaging your average,
Well,
and third of all, you're constantly complaining about your peers.
see,
Why would
they
they
don't,
want her there?
they don't do back
Why
in the
was
day.
her there?
They
Now
don't do that.
she can come and play, and she can show up for the 3 point contest just to have her there.
Right, but
But
guess
playing
what?
in the game, no,
No. But guess what?
no.
Hold on, Buckeye Bill.
It comes down to popularity votes. That's all it comes down to nowadays. They don't
Yeah.
earn nothing no more. It's popularity votes.
Yeah, that NBA too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no, hold on, back up. Let me say something a little bit, because there's something that I would. Hey, this is a Fever fan talking. Now, don't be looking like that, Buckeye Bill. You don't know what I'm about to say.
I'm just trying to figure out where you coming from, son.
You
No,
can't come from nowhere.
no, listen,
I can see straight through you like glass. Come on.
listen. And this the extracurricular activities that she's wearing out are welcome. And I'm talking about Caitlin Clark. To me, if she didn't get the hint, they
Good looking out, man. Your point is well taken. Your point is well taken. Because here's the problem with Caitlin Clark. She didn't get the hint. She didn't get it from not just the other racial groups in her clan, but her group. I'm sure that there's individuals who have told her, you need to chill out, cuz. You need to chill. This is ruining everything. For not just you, but for us too. Stop it.
Well, Buckeye Bill, when you sit there and have her being represented by the Congress, what more can you do?
Well, Congress ain't got nothing to do with NBA, WNBA. They ain't got nothing else to do but spend our money. They ain't got nothing to do. They ain't spending our money on the right things. Why is Congress has anything to do with the WNBA?
They feel that
Spending our money. Spending our money on frivolous things that they always do.
Hold on, Buckeye Bill. What'd you say, Rough Buck?
she's not getting treated fairly. That's the reason why. And she is the face of the WNBA, as far as they know.
All right, so you're speaking from their perspective, right?
Yes.
Sarcastically.
Yes.
Yeah, it better be sarcastically.
Slow down, Buckeye Bill. Slow down. Buckeye Bill? Did you take your blood pressure pill today?
I think I did. I'm not sure.
I think he lost him.
When I woke up, I don't know. I can't.
Anyway,
I'm not really there with you on that one, man. But thank you for asking. I might have to, stop and You figure that out too. But that's what's there right now.
Anyway,
I'm already hyped
I'm
up.
with y'all. But I'm with y'all with Caitlin Clark. It's getting redundant. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
getting ridiculous
It's getting redundant.
because
And
it's almost like she can't do no wrong, and and she's telling the referees you got to call that.
and she's out of pocket.
That's what I'm saying.
Very out of pocket.
If they
She's out
let
of pocket.
And she's cussing at people.
if they let that
She's
keep
cussing
on,
at the
they'll put them
referee.
in the game.
And what makes it so bad? And what makes it so bad? They try to hold Olivia. They try to hold our homegirl Olivia feet to the fire for her to have a swag.
Right. But you gotta look at what we're talking about here.
It's ridiculous.
No, what it is, they're forcing the issue of we're gonna push Caitlin Clark as the face of the WNBA. They're not looking at the Asia Wilsons no more, but they talk about her. You know what I'm saying? Players like that who should be the face of the WNBA. Caitlin Clark is the up and rising person because everybody else is getting older. So they're trying to force her, but now you got
The face of the WNBA is Becker. And what was the young lady you said?
Asia Wilson.
The freshman. No, not Asia Wilson. And what's the one girl that with the glasses?
Oh, my girl,
Olivia.
Olivia
Boy,
Mills.
look at her, man. She on fire. Yeah, she on fire, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, so they pushing the wrong narrative. Is what they're pushing the wrong narrative. They really are.
What they need
You
to be
know,
talking about is the up and rising talent. You know what I'm saying? They need to be talking about the up and rising talent and how they have come in and they have taken over. You know what I'm saying? Because now, about 3 years ago, Caitlin Clark, whatever, how long she's been there, they push her narrative. They push it so far to where she can't do no wrong. Now you got these new players coming in. It's like, hey, we were justice like you gave her. So, go ahead, Blue Knee. I'm sorry about that.
Hey, no, you good. You good. No, I feel like this too. This is what a lot of people not realizing. Number one, you have her fan base.
Yeah.
And she has a large fan base. And so they're making a lot of noise. But what they don't realize is the more noise you make and the more cockier she get, her value decreases.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
I agree.
Now,
I agree.
And
go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I was just gonna say
her value decreases, and it's getting to the point to where they already talking about her being exposed on defense, and you're starting to see that more and more. You know what I mean? And then you got people, coming in here like the Olivia Miles and people like her that they playing offense and defense, and they talking crazy like you can't guard me.
I'm gonna tell you somebody who. Hey, my girl Hidalgo.
Oh, from Notre Dame?
Yes. That's the person that plays both sides of the court.
You know.
Well, let me ask you all a question.
Yes, sir.
Is the animosity due to the fact that NBC gave her an exclusive contract to just do production for them, not to be a spokesperson or anything like that, but to throw out content for NBC? Have y'all seen that?
Yeah, I've seen that.
I think, and there's a lot of players are saying that it's almost like, and this is so funny. It's almost like how NBC did Notre Dame.
Yes, I was going to bring that up.
It's the same scenario They did Notre Dame. Exclusively Notre Dame. We gonna play. We gonna make sure Notre Dame is in the championship. Notre Dame got to do this. Notre Dame got because we are pushing them.
Yeah.
Notre Dame has done it for years. Now Friedman. Now I'm not saying something, but Notre Dame been garbage for years since Newt Rockne, and they had their runs, but it's almost the same. How do you do a 30-year contract with a sorry team?
Yeah.
That's politics right there. They're doing politics with her, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I'd rather her play her best game and get accolades for her best game.
In my opinion, that's gonna ruin the game. In my opinion, that's gonna ruin the game.
And remember the guy said on whatever podcast or TV show said, if they don't fix this, somebody's gonna get harmed.
Yeah.
They need to nip this in the bud now, because if listen, one thing and two things for sure, I'm not there, and I'm not one of them. I'm a man.
Right.
Women run things completely different than men.
That's a fact.
In their household, when they run their households, it's ran by an iron fist. Women.
Yeah.
You gotta understand that there's a lot of stuff you need to navigate through before you start making bad decisions. Now,
right.
Men, I can get us. We compromise. We're into negotiation.
Yeah, because we out there doing what we got to do as far as bringing the money for the household.
Women don't negotiate nothing. You either in or you out.
Yeah.
So you got to figure. The WNBA has to understand. You're not dealing with men. You're dealing with women.
Yeah.
Women who has fought their way to get where they are.
And they've done a good job.
And they didn't let you take away from them. So it's a really big dynamics of how to balance what actually needs to do, what they need to do to go forward. They already did their collective bargaining agreement. That's in effect for at least the next 4 years.
Well,
so what are they going to do from here? And then with what's the commissioner for the NBA?
Sterling.
Why he get into it? Not Sterling. What's his name?
Yes.
I don't know what his name is. The little skinny guy with that.
Yeah.
Huh?
Is it Sterling?
Adam, why you in the middle of the WNBA? I know that they are part of your league. You don't get the right to tell the president of the league to rescind something that she said it was not egregious. I know the punch in the throat was a punch in the throat. I get it. I understand. But if she made the ruling should stay.
Yeah. But
all this other stuff, for them snatching her to the side, talking about, no, you need to change that. Because the powers that be don't like that.
Well, see,
I get it. I understand it. Money is money.
Debate with the referees.
Buckeye Bill. Yeah, go ahead, Rough Buck.
They got to reevaluate the referees because the referees are not getting it right.
That's who you need to get on.
That's what I'm talking about.
Now, the two players was playing. The referees were the ones didn't call the right play.
Right.
That's what should happen. If they had violated her rights on the court, they should took her off that court right then and there and took her out of here.
And yeah, that's unfortunate how they're doing things.
scary, man. It's scary, bro.
But guess what though? We'll get to a time in our podcast where it's starting to wind down a little bit. I would like to sit there and say, hey, give a special shout out to Hal Williams' family. Now, those who don't know who Hal Williams is, he back in the 70s, he played on Sanford and Son. He was Officer Smitty. For those who grew up in the 70s, 80s, and who is right now watching Sanford and Son, that was Officer Smitty. Now, a little fun fact: his name is really Halroy Candace Williams. He was born in 1934 from Columbus, Ohio. He is an Ohio native. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, listen, he's a Buckeye fan automatically. So,
off the rip.
Yeah. So from there, man, listen, he played in 227, right? As Lester Jenkins.
Lester Jenkins.
Yeah.
Google Lester Jenkins, guys.
And then listen, he played in the Waltons. He played in the Waltons.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then from there, his film career from movies, he played Saving Private Ryan. He played in a movie called Guess Who? And then he finished his career playing this movie called Flight. So I want to say hats off to this young man. He lived to be 91 years old. And man, he did his thing in the industry for entertainment. You know, and man, he's an icon in my book because listen, if you could go from Sanford and Son to the Waltons and then to yeah, he played the Waltons.
To the Waltons, bro. That's unconscionable.
He had a role in the Waltons from 1973 to 1980.
Wow.
So you got to figure he got on 227 in 1985 to 1990. So the man has elevated his game all the years he's been in television. So, hey man, hats off to him and condolences to the family because you have lost an icon for sure. And like I said, yeah, that's right. I had to throw it in there. But Buckeye Bill, what do you remember about Officer Smitty?
All I remember was him coming in Fred's house with the other officer,
Hoppy,
and saying, "Fred, what did you do?"
Yeah, and then when Hoppy started talking about crazy,
you know what I'm saying? And Grady, and I think Grady was standing over there like looking like, "Oh no, we ain't do that." But I think Fred had took something.
Yeah,
and he knew. I got to go and watch the show.
No, what it was, listen, what it was, Fred, I know what you're talking about. Fred planted some, he thought it was cabbage, but it was the other stuff, the devil's lettuce. And so they was getting, lifted off of that. And so they tried to take Fred in. He was like, "Hey, man, I ain't planted that. I don't know where this come from." I think that's what you're talking about because they made some salad and they ate it.
I mean, but he was in so many of their episodes where he was always coming to take Fred to jail.
Yeah, but see, and so the funny part about that was his partner's name was Hoppy. His partner's name was Hoppy, and so every time Hoppy started talking, they look at Smitty and be like, "What are you talking about?" They look right at him. What he said was.
Right, because right.
So, like I said, man, shout out to his entertainment contribution to us. And listen, his family, my condolences. I don't know if they're here or not, but guess what?
You brought him up though, man. That was a great light. After me yelling and screaming at you, I get it.
But guess what, Dave? Hey, but listen, but I got to stop right here. Hey, listen, Village. Hey, listen. If you love our show, like, share, and subscribe. And listen, invite your friends to come out there and say, hey, we want to be a part of the About That Biz podcast. So come on, we don't turn away nobody.
The Village.
We don't turn around. We don't turn down nobody. Let's go.
Always welcome.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do my shout out to About That Business. Ham by Ham, my brothers, from 1980 to 2026. Holla at me if you see me coming. We got our 50th reunion coming up in Wilberforce, Ohio, and I invite all my brothers that's listening far and close to come find us. See if just see if you remember, if you can remember, because all of us are kind of old, you know that, right? Can remember the true love and passion that we had on both of those campuses at Central State and Wilberforce. We About That Business, how by how, holla at me.
Yeah, so Blue Nitty.
What's up with you, Nitty?
Uh-oh.
So listen, I'll do it. I can do it.
Bring it on, brother.
About That Business.
Yes, sir.
What say you? And so.
Oh.
Synesthetic.
I'm trying to win my team a championship. I'm trying to win my team a championship. Let's go. Trying to win my team a championship. We all in the game, trying to get us some ranks and ball in the paint. Should I do what you can? Hey, Block is the name, BMG is the guy. Hey, yeah, but we working. Hey, yeah, but we working. Hey, practice make perfect. Hey, practice make perfect. Trying to win my team a championship. Yeah, and we score every chance that we get. Take advantage of handles, it's all in the wrist. Got shooters on the squad. Perfect aiming up Swiss. Got shooters on the squad. Trying to win my team a championship. Everybody is playing their roles. They watch out post. I pick it.